Welcome to my channel. This is JC Rock and Metal Reviews. My name is John. Today we'll be continuing my series of the top albums of a specific year. In this video, I will continue with 1967. This is a really important year. We got some debut albums from great bands like the Jimi Hendrix Experience, Pink Floyd, and the Doors. And I will be talking about 10 albums released in chronological order, so let me jump right into it. And I also noticed that in 2022, these albums will be celebrating 55 years. So I'm thinking of doing some full anniversary reviews of these albums, in the year ahead. So anyway, let me get into it. So the first album is the debut album by the Doors, released on January 4th, 1967. This is just a great album. I remember when I was very young, I was a real big Doors fan. I remember buying this at a garage sale for 25 cents. And you probably can't find a used vinyl record of this for that price anymore. But this album is just filled with the great songs, start to finish. It has Break On Through, one of their most important songs. The Crystal Ship, very melodic song. The Alabama song, just very fun, like a bouncy song. And Light My Fire, one of their most famous songs. Side 2 has a few of the lesser known songs, such as like End of the Night and Take It As It Comes, but I really like those songs as well. And one of the best closers with The End, and this is probably one of the best debut albums ever. Next is Between the Buttons by the Rolling Stones, released on January 20th, 1967. Now this is the album where they start to explore some psychedelic rock. There are two versions, the US version and the UK version. So the US version has Let's Spend the Night Together. So that's a song I've always liked. I've heard it on their Through the Past Darkly, a compilation album. I had that one when I was very young. The US version has Ruby Tuesday, another one of the big songs. Now for some reason the UK album doesn't have those songs, but there are some really good ones that appear on both albums, like Yesterday's Papers and Miss Amanda Jones. Another great debut album was Jimi Hendrix Are You Experienced? Also regarded as one of the greatest debut albums in history, and kind of like one of the first signs of heavy metal music, and that will be emerging in like the coming years. So Jimmy's guitar playing also redefined the band's, the way bands play the electric guitar. This album had two versions, the UK version and the US version. So, for example, Purple Haze and Hey Joe were on the US version, and but on the UK version, they had other songs such as Can You See Me and Remember. One of my favorite songs is Third Stone from the Sun, a really great instrumental with some spoken parts, and a really great like psychedelic and trippy song. Next is Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, released on May 26, 1967. Very big album, also considered one of the most important albums in rock history. So this whole album is really great. The songs flow very well into each other. So I really like Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. This is a John Lennon song, and I really like the lyrics in this one. The McCartney song, Fixing a Hole, it's a really great melodic song, has a really great vocal harmonies in that one. And the last song, A Day in the Life, a really cool album closer, written by both John and Paul. And it's probably one of the best albums in rock history. Next is Piper at the Gates of Dawn by Pink Floyd, released August 5th, 1967. And this one I remember, I bought this album as a teenager, and it was because I saw the music video for Astronomy Domini, and it was by Voivod, and I watched it on the Headbangers Ball. But I went to the music store and actually decided to buy this one instead, and I really love it. It's been one of my favorites by the band. It's the album with Syd Barrett in the band. It has a very 60s like rock with psychedelic rock sound. And it has Astronomy Domini, a really heavy, trippy song. And they had two versions, so the UK version didn't have actually the UK version did have Astronomy Domini. But the CD that I bought was did have that song. But anyway, the song was not on the original US pressing. This one also had an Interstellar Overdrive, really cool instrumental, kind of very heavy and trippy song. The rest of the album is very fun, has different songs, and it kind of has a different sound than the band will later record, but these are psychedelic rock and pop songs, and will always be one of my favorites. Next is Strange Days by the Door. So this album was released on September 25th, 1967, same year as their debut. And this was a great album. I probably liked the debut better than this one, but this one was really great. It has People Are Strange, Love Me Two Times. Those are two of the most popular songs. Also has some great deep cuts. Your Lost Little Girl, very haunting song. Really great vocal performance by Jim Morrison. Moonlight Drive, another really underrated song. There's probably one part of the album I don't like called Horse Latitude. It's kind of like a strange interlude, but has a great closer called When the Music's Over. And it's an 11-minute song, but it's just one of those really great album closers, and this is just a great album. Next is Disraeli Gears by Cream. This is their second album, and probably their best in their 4-album discography. Has the same lineup of Eric Clapton, Jack Bruce, and Ginger Baker. The opening track, Strange Brew, really great psychedelic rock song, Sunshine of Your Love. This is like a proto-heavy metal and really fun song to learn on the guitar. Tales of Brave Ulysses, really cool, like psychedelic rock song, and a song called SWLABR, or She Walks Like a Bearded Rainbow. That was a B-side of Sunshine of Your Love, and another one of those like more recognizable songs. And this is really a great album. Next is a Magical Mystery Tour by the Beatles, released November 27th, 1967. This was a soundtrack to a 1967 television movie, and it was kind of like a compilation of singles on side 2, and for that reason it's kind of like, it's considered a studio album, but it's kind of like a combination of like a compilation and a soundtrack, but it's really good. The songs on side 1 are The Fool on the Hill, I really like that one, and I like I Am the Walrus, which is a kind of strange psychedelic rock song. This one has John on vocals. Side 2 has Strawberry Fields Forever, just a very like iconic song. And Penny Lane, this is a Paul McCartney song, and those are both really iconic songs. So this whole album is just really good. Next I want to talk about is another Jimi Hendrix album called Axis Boulders Love, released on December 1st, 1967. Lots of great songs here. We got a Spanish Castle Magic, a really great one, but my favorite song is A Little Wing. Really love the guitar intro in that one. It's actually very hard to play. I've like tried to like master it over the years. I never have been able to. On side 2, we got Castles Made of Sand, a really cool melodic song, and You Got Me Floating. Very fun, very catchy, upbeat, just a fun song. And the last album I'm going to talk about is their Satanic Majesties, Request by the Rolling Stones, released on December 8th, 1967. Now, I never really liked that album title, but it was based on a text that appears inside British passports, and the album is very good. A lot of critics said it was kind of like a copy of the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper, because first of all, you look at the album cover, it kind of like looks very similar. The songs are like more into that like psychedelic rock. But it is a good album. Has 2000 Man, which is a good song, but I actually like the Ace Frehley version from the Kiss Dynasty a lot better, but it's pretty good. Side 2 has She's a Rainbow, which is probably one of my favorite Rolling Stone songs of all time. It also has 2000 Light Years from Home. Really great, a cool psychedelic rock song. So this is a good album. I do prefer Sgt. Pepper, but really good album by the Rolling Stones. So that is all. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this video. Any other albums worth mentioning, which I'm sure there are. I'm pretty sure I can do an entire other video of 1967, because I pretty much only mentioned big name artists, but this was a really great year in music. So tomorrow I'm doing 1968. So we get some more hard rock and like proto metal with debut albums by Deep Purple and Blue Cheer, and lots of other albums by the same artists that I mentioned in this video. But remember, please like, comment, subscribe, and check out the other videos on the screen, and I'll see you all in the next one.